Well, here we are at last. We have spoken about doing the filming of the glory stories, and here we are at last. We're doing it, and I'm so glad. Thank you for listening. And I promise you, your lives will never be the same again after hearing what the Lord can do and what He has done for me, my children, at home, and even in ministry. As this healing, we're going to speak about healing today. So you're going to see what God can do for you and how you should try faith. Okay, so I'm going to start speaking about how the Lord trained me. I was 18 years old when I decided to first time ever try faith. I had to try faith for myself. Why? I was an adult. I was already working, and I decided now is the time to stop going to somebody else to pray for me and do it myself. So somewhere along the line, we have to grow up and decide that we cannot run to other people to pray for us when we're sick. There is a time when you should absolutely trust God yourself and just go into that and begin and just do something. Now, you're not going to believe what I did. I was working at a drilling company for diamonds in Kimberley when I had a problem. I fell and I cracked my wrist. The people I worked with were, well, they were not saved, to say the least. And I grew up in a manse, in a pastor's house. So I was really in a state. I couldn't stand the type of talk that I was involved in now. I had no choice. I was working amongst these people who cursed, who swore, and I was looking for a way to be a witness to these people. When I cracked my wrist, and it was in a plaster of Paris, I decided that if the Lord could heal me and I could cut this off, my arm, and show them who the God is that I serve, then I would be a witness. I wanted them to see a miracle. And that's exactly what happened. At work, the plaster was on for one day, and I said, please, do one of you have a pocket knife for me? I would like to cut this thing off. Of course, they thought I had lost it. And but one of the men offered me a pocket knife, and I cut it off right there before their eyes. I was giving faith a try. Okay, I did not know whether it was going to work or not. Maybe it would work, maybe it wouldn't work. But when are we going to try faith? We have to try faith. Some other time, you just have to try it. I mean, if it doesn't work, just put the plaster of Paris back on. But I was desperate enough to be a witness that I was going to try it, and I hoped that God would work with me. And when I went back home, my mother was in a state. She said, what have you done? You irresponsible. You have damaged this arm now further. And I was amazed. My mother was a woman of faith. I wish I could tell you all the stories about my mom. I mean, she prayed back 9 stolen vehicles that the culprits actually brought the vehicles back home. And I said, yeah, right. Out of the mouth of a woman of faith. Can I not try faith for myself? And she said, fine, let's just go back to the doctor and see whether you've done more damage to the arm now. Every time someone spoke negatively about the arm, it was worse. The pain was worse. So this was rough for me. I couldn't understand, but God was teaching me. Every time when you stand in faith and somebody speaks a negative word, you will experience how the pain comes back, because that negative word works against faith. And as I got to the doctor was upset. And the more upset he was and the more negative words he spoke, the more my arm pained. And it was quite a revelation. And then he took more x-rays. I went back to work, and 4 o'clock that afternoon, he phoned me. And he said to me, you know what? I have yesterday's x-rays. I've got today's x-rays. Your arm is completely healed. And I could stand there as a witness, bring those x-rays back to work as an 18-year-old, because my God came through for me. Now, isn't this just absolutely amazing? When are you going to give faith a try? When are you just going to try and say, Lord, please work with me? If it's the first time you ever do it, just trust Him. And you know what? When that doctor said to me over the phone, your arm is healed, the pain was gone. When he uttered those words, all the pain that was accumulating as the people spoke negative words disappeared in 1 second. And I could be that witness to those people. And that is the first time that I tried faith. And I hope this inspires you to also give it a try. If you've never done it before, step out and do it.